sites. That's surfing. That's moving around, surfing the internet. Keep your information private. And that's another thing, when you're talking with someone or communicating with someone on the internet, you probably don't tell the truth about your age and your name. What makes you think they're telling you the truth? There's no reason to assume that. Matter of fact, I think it's probably best bet to assume that any information you receive from someone on the internet is probably not true. So, this is safety. Safety. I'm big on safety. So you really want to be safe. You don't want to get caught up in anything. You might want to create a nickname. Don't put your name out there so they can look through the phone book and find you and go on and on and on. And I'm not going to go into any ugly stories, but be careful about that type of thing. Parents, we need to keep an open dialogue with our children. We need to know what they're doing on the computer. It's a new tool. They're learning it. They may not think they're learning it, but they are. They don't know it all. They're experimenting. And they're much more curious than we are, so they're going here, looking at that, looking at that. We need to be aware of the things that they're looking at. We need to help them understand what they're looking at. And that's what our role is as parents and adults. It's not a good idea to share pictures. I'm relatively new to Facebook and LinkedIn, and I don't know if you know LinkedIn, but that's for your professional. And at first I had my picture out there. And I got to thinking about that. I'm talking to people I don't even know, and now they're seeing a picture of me. So I changed that. I didn't do that. I know some people that do avatars, and I know many of you are familiar with what an avatar is. My daughter has an avatar. I was so pleased when she did that. So I changed it, and now mine is a book. I have some books. These are the books I'm reading, and they change. So Behind the Wall happens to be one I'm reading at this point by Mansfield Frazier. He's of Cleveland, if you're familiar with him. He's starting a vineyard down on, I think it's 79th and Chester. So we're going to have a wine come out of Cleveland. But his book, so when someone pulls up my Facebook, they may see from Behind the Wall, the cover of the book. Or maybe MLK's autobiography. They're not seeing a picture of Beverly Peterson. The internet is international. International. And hopefully many of you are sort of aware of what's going on in Egypt and the international issues today. All of that's possible because of the internet. They were talking about that on the radio, WCPN, public radio, and they were saying, could this have happened if we didn't have the internet? Probably not. Because now you can communicate with people within seconds. They can hear what's going on in seconds. So now you can organize people to help support your cause much quicker. So that's what I wanted to try to caution everybody. Sounds like we've got an exciting evening for you. I really want you to, this is not a lecture, this is, let's talk. Let's communicate together. Let's explore this technology world together. How can we help you understand it? How can it help you to use it? I was working with some seniors yesterday at Tri-City in South Euclid, and one of the seniors came up to me, and she had a very heavy accent, Russian, as I found out. She likes to knit. She was having a problem understanding the directions on the knitting that she was picking up here. All she wanted to do was get knitting instructions in Russian. I looked it up for her on Google, which is a search engine, and we probably will talk about that tonight, and found her some knitting instructions in Russian. She was so happy. I was kind of taken back that she was so pleased, but it's just a simple thing to make her life just a little bit easier. And that's what we want technology to be able to do for us. So enjoy, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the door prizes, and thanks, Felicia.